Hello, friends and fellow YouTubers. I'm going to try something different today and see if I can keep this one short so that maybe I can do a couple and upload them because uploading is just takes forever. And so what I'm going to do is just I picked a few uh, records that I just absolutely love and just want to share with you. And and here we go. First off, Scott 2 by Scott Walker. Scott Walker, I knew about the Walker Brothers as a kid, but lost track of them until just a few years ago, and honestly, it was Radiohead that brought them to my attention. Yeah, what can you say? If you know a good song and a good melody, and you like that, you can't go wrong with Scott Walker. The man was miles ahead of folks. I mean, like you might have thought maybe he was doing a Robert Goulet or an Al Martino sort of thing, but totally sophisticated and just excellent songwriting and interpretation of songs by others. He was a big Jacques Brel fan. Love this album. Another band that eventually I'd like to do a whole video on is Catherine Wheel, because I have everything by them and I just love them. Again, a band I feel that was underrated, underappreciated, and I don't think they were taken. I don't think people got them just right. This is their first album, Ferment. It rocks. It's hard and gorgeous at the same time. Man. This is a more recent record, came out in, I believe, 2008. Some of you folks might have heard of an independent band called Tilly and the Wall. And the leader of that band, or not the leader, but the guy that put the band together, his name is Derek Presnell. And one of his other projects is this band here, Flowers Forever. That's Derek in the middle holding up his nephew, who pissed on quite a few folks as we tried to shoot this. Yes, that's me on the cover. I was really pleased to be asked to model for the cover. I consider everyone on the cover my friends, and since then have actually done some songwriting with Derek for an upcoming project of his called Icky Blossoms. But this is actually quite good, and there's kind of a simplicity to the instrumentation where it draws your attention towards the words, and Derek was definitely looking to try to say something with this. With this album, and if you see it in the shops, give it a spin. Better yet, pick it up. It's on Conor Oberst's label, Team Love Records. Something from the past I just decided to share because I just have always not only liked the cover, but the band is really good. This is Splash, the band that was put together by Peter Banks after he was summarily ousted from Yes. Great cover. A more guitar-driven version of kind of what Yes was like in the early days, and they have what, 3 or 4 albums. Good. I've always liked this record. I'd like to get an original, but I've got SF Sorrow and Parachute on this reissue here by Pretty Things. I think that the rock critics of the day when this came out were too busy getting head or something. They weren't really listening. This album's a masterpiece. I mean, many people have said it since, but at the time, I want to bust him. I think that there was just the typical rock and roll mayhem going on, kissing the ass of the well-known elite as opposed to really listening. I may be wrong, but if you hear this record and Parachute, it's like this dynamite stuff. Dynamite. 2 more. Blue ECM had shown where he found a Art Bears album, and I love the Art Bears and have all of them. This is another one of their albums that came out a little later called The World as It Is Today. And there's one track on here where Dagmar Krause just cuts loose with the most soul and piercing shrieks. as she's embodying the outrage of the working class. I might be sounding cliched there, but that indeed is the essence of what's going on here, is just really trying to just give a voice. And this record is very, very timely, even though it's been out for a long time. What it's about is very relevant today, with the economics and world politics being just as totally just shitty. I want to use the F word, man, I can't stand the phony ass leaders all over the world, acting like they're going to do something for people. All they want to do is get paid, it's like, if you want to help the world, you just got to face it. You got to give up this idea that we're going to make a profit off of this. Anyway, it's too complicated. Never mind. Last record, Il Balletto di Bronzo from Italy, EYS. Classic, just frantic, excellent. This is an original copy. I could do a whole, and ought to do a whole video on my Italian progressive rock, because I love that stuff, and this is one of the definite classics of it. Okay, I'm going to stop it for now and upload this baby. Leave me some comments. Love you all.